All right, we're in. This is a 64 gigabyte image. This is from Gabber. And what he's done here is he's using the brand new Phillz Space Oddity Theme. As you can see, it looks like I'm in a track mode right now, but this is actually Emulation Station. All games. We're rocking 7,306 games. 4.3, nice. So the latest RetroPie. This is a big deal because some of the 4.2 stuff, as you update from 4.2, you could have some issues. So it's good to see. On a 64 gigabyte card, though, you're going to have an extra 19 gigabytes free. You have a lot more space. You should be able to use any of the most recent themes you want. Something else to note is that you could do screensavers. This is all up to date. All right, Virtual Boy 24, Vectrex 23, SNES 778, Shoot 'em Ups Collection 205, Sega SG-1000 68, Sega Cd 5, what are we rocking here? Earthworm Jim Special Edition, Final Fight CD, Shadow of the Beast 2, of course there's the Terminator. So for those of you that don't know, Gabber23 is the one that made the Terminator image. He also is the one that did the Retrorama image, and he also did the Knight Rider image. So I would expect nothing less. The other thing, as we just saw, is this is a video snap image, so that's taking up a lot of space right now. There is your video previews for these games. Sega 32X is pretty much the whole collection there. Sony PlayStation, we have 5 games. All right, nice little collection. PC Engine 382, NES Nintendo 791, Neogeo 137. That's pretty much all of them. Nintendo only 2. Your Marios, your 2 most popular Marios. Sega Mega Drive 685, also known as Sega Genesis. Master System 278. Game Boy, wow, 1738. Is that a typo? Oh, wow. So this dump of backups is Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, USA and Europe. Has like all the different releases. So quite the eclectic Game Boy set. The thing with Game Boy backups is they're so small. So, 1700 is probably less than a gig for sure. Sega Game Gear 249, Family Disk System 90. Be careful in there. There might be some pornographic games in there. Final Burn Alpha 1316. That's pretty good. It's a nice set right there. Saw a lot of good stuff in here. And there you have it. CPS 3, 5, CPS 2, 34, CPS 1, 18, Atari 7800, 54, Atari 2600, 648, and then we last played 0, favorite 0. It's very easy to add your favorites, and then all games. I do believe this is probably based on his Retrorama image, his 40 gigabyte Retrorama image. So if that's the case, you're going to notice that all these games have bezels on them. So let's go ahead and just go into Nintendo. You know what? I'm not getting any sound. So this is something I found. I believe Gabber uses... you do need to do this, is go into your RetroPie settings. Gabber, I believe, uses 3.5 audio. I find that I have to change. Oh, yeah, you're going to notice that this does have music as well once we set this up. Yep. So this image does have sound as well. If you want to disable that, you're just going to go to File Manager, hook up a keyboard, and RetroPie is probably in ROMs. There should be a music folder, yep. So it's got a Retro Mix 2, which is taking up 9 megabytes. just delete these with a simple F8, say yes, and then you're done. I'm gonna keep it on for the fun of this, video. You'll notice that now my video snaps are gonna work as well. So let's go back to last played. All right, so as you see, we have the bezels here. It also has scan lines, the CRT scan lines filter on there. And so it makes a cool little look. I definitely like this bezel. I like that the bezel itself looks like it matches the scan lines and everything, so it's got like a universal feel. Whoa. Whoa. Can I duck? No, you can't duck. The old jump and fire. Get wrecked. Charge this bad boy up. How did I not kill that guy? Let me jump down. Heyo. Nice. Okay, so there's Super Nintendo. Let's check out some more bezels. Let's check out the really old school Atari stuff. I just want to see the bezels, so I'm just going to exit the game once it starts. So cool little Atari bezel. Next system over. Okay, so it's not on as well. You want to turn this on if you want to go left to right on your... You want this on. So now I can go left to right. So Atari 7800. So cool, and a special bezel for Atari 7800 as well. Not a big fan of the final burn. Also has the scan lines on there. I wonder if all the CPSs are the same. Let's check this out really quick. Okay, so all the CPSs are going to have the same. Probably the final burn as well. I'm liking the family disc system. All right, pretty basic Sega one, but cool, basic and nice. Nice. So that was a hacked game. I guess all the Game Boys have hacks. That's kind of interesting. Sega Master System. So I believe going forward, all the consoles are going to have like a console. So far, they've all had the actual console itself. So that's messed up that the Mega Drive uses the Master System. That's a little mistake on his part. So the Sega Mega Drive has a Master System on there. Nintendo 64 has a system. Let me just double check that Mega Drive again. It should be a Sega Genesis or a Mega Drive, not a Master System. Oh, that is a, no, that's a Master System. Yeah, so the Master System bezels on both the Mega Drive and the Master System. Alright, the Neogeo one, that's pretty standard. We tried NES already. We did NES when we did the Mega Man game. Alright, PC Engine has a custom one. PlayStation. Nice. Sega 32X is perfect. So no bezels for Sega CD. So far, the Genesis and the Game Boy, I wasn't a fan of. I wonder if shoot 'em ups have their own. And then we got to check Super Nintendo. So shoot 'em ups uses the final burn, and Super Nintendo. All right, I like the Super Nintendo one. Metrics. Nice. Virtual Boy. Let's play some golf. Nice. One thing I was thinking about is there's only one Game Boy. There's only one Game Boy folder. Maybe that also includes Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance? Maybe? But I don't think so. Alright, so there you have it. I love the theme. Phil did a great job on the theme. As far as Gabber, he did a decent job. A couple of the bezels I wasn't a big fan of. We found a couple of mistakes there. The Game Boy collection is missing video snaps. There's some duplicates in there. It's a little bit of a mess. On a 64 gigabyte image, I would like to see Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color on there. I think especially Game Boy Advance, has some pretty decent games on it. I would also like to see more Nintendo 64 and PlayStation on there, but that's obviously something you can add later. Same with Sega CD, only 5 games. There's more than that are good for the Sega CD. The arcade collection is decent, at 1,000 games or so. Rather than being arcade classics, it's all in their Final Burn Alpha. 1300 is pretty good. So there you go. I mean, I give this one a B. Definitely not the best out there, but I like that it's using the latest and the greatest. It's got the loading screens. It's got the bezels started. They're like 90% there. The intro video was cool. It's on RetroPie 4.3. So it's got some things going for it, but do keep in mind those little things that I just mentioned. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.